Yay! Fantastic news. Shalom, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rechaha Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, double honor to the elders and the bishops of the Great Millstone, GMS, who rule well, who teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Yahweh Ratazah, that is to say, God willing, Father willing, all right, Most High willing. This lesson is edifying, all right. So, Pope Francis has kicked the bucket, as you well know by now, okay? The self-proclaimed God on earth. All right. Yeah, let's kick the bucket. All right. The Holy Father is no longer here. Damn demon. Man, the Catholic Church has so many grape allegations of children, you know. Oh, you have MPs, members of parliament over here in Britain that molest children too. All right. You know, of course, these people get a slap on the wrist. You know how it goes. E-privilege. All right. You know how it is, man. You see? So, yeah. You got ongoing news regarding his, departure. All right. Prince William to attend the funeral of Pope Francis. Okay. And, they'll constantly update this for now. It's a big thing, innit? All right. Oh, when you get the etymology of the word Pope, noun, the Bishop of Rome as head of the Roman Catholic Church. 1200 from Old English, Papa. 9th century from Church Latin, Papa, Bishop, Pope. In Classical Latin, tutor. From Greek, Papas, Patriarch, Bishop. Originally, Father. Okay. It means, Father. Applied to bishops of Asia Minor and taken as a title by the Bishop of Alexandria. 250. In the Western Church, applied especially to the Bishop of Rome since the time of Leo the Great, the first great assertor of its privileges and claimed exclusively by them from 1073. All right. Yeah. Papacy. All right. Now, of course, the Pope nor the Roman Catholic Church do not follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, because they trust and believe in a deity. All right. Called Dagon. All right. Dagon, this is from AI Overview. Dagon, also known as Dagon, was a Mesopotamian god of fertility, particularly grain, and also associated with the sea, particularly in the Bible. He was often depicted as a man from the waist up and a fish from the waist down, a depiction often linked to his association with the sea and fish. Right? It goes on, his depiction and association worship. It was worshipped in ancient Syria, Mesopotamia, and by the Philistines in Canaan. Temples dedicated to him were found in Tutul and Turqua. Syncretism. Dagon's worship was adopted by various groups, including the Philistines, who syncretized him with their own beliefs. All right. So, yeah. In the Hebrew Bible, Dagon is described as the chief god of the Philistines, Jahamites, all right, worshipped in the temples at Gaza and Ashdod. All right. You get an image of it. Yeah. See? All right. And this, our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Lord's chosen people. You're going to have a lot of our people that's going to mourn this guy. The Pope. Really? Yeah. They're actually going to do that. Some still mourning him now. All right. It's just stupid. Honestly. Talk about Stockholm Syndrome. Wow. Major Stockholm Syndrome. All right. But yeah, Dagon, a fish god. All right. That's what the Pope, believes in. Okay. I'm sure when he has that hat, There you go. It might be on this one. It might not be there. Okay. But it's who, who they worship. Alright? Especially when you look at what they're wearing, things like that. Alright? So yeah. But we know E's not original. A lot of these deities, back in history are just repackaged and reintroduced to us, in today's time. Alright? All the same thing, really. Alright? And he's not burning in hell, by the way. Unfortunately. But, hell doesn't exist. Okay? As in a place where you just burn forever underneath the ground. Alright? So, yeah. He's basically, in the spirit world at rest. Alright? So yeah, he's waiting his judgment. Okay. I'm not surprised if the Pope was a small hat or not, man. I wasn't surprised if the Pope or the popes all throughout history are related to one another. Okay. You see? Bloodline ties and things like that. But the super elites are looking to ignite this one world beast system, man. Alright, and we know the Roman Catholic Church is the false prophet, along with the ones they've spawned underneath them, like the Baptist Church, the Methodist Church, the Presbyterian Church, the Episcopalian Church, alright, Seventh-day Adventist, alright, Mormons, Anglican churches, etc., even Islam, right? They're all false anyway. And obviously with Easter over, this whole thing, could have been a ritual as well. Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 3, and verse 11. Alright, and it reads, "Why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly?" Alright, Job, right, which his name means persecuted, alright, was, catching affliction. Alright, verse 12, "Why did the knees prevent me, or why the breast that I should suck?" 13, "For now should I have lain still and been quiet, I should have slept, then had I been at rest." And when you pass away, you're at rest. Okay, you're not in pain or anymore, Alright, verse 14, "With kings and counselors of the earth which built desolate places for themselves, or with princes that had gold, who filled their houses with silver, or as an hidden untimely birth I had not been, as infants which never saw light." Okay, so this show, all spirits, alright, because we're nothing but spirits in bodies, alright, we all go to the same place and are at rest, alright, like it says in Ecclesiastes, all go to one place, alright. 17, "There the wicked see some troubling, and there the weary be at rest. There the prisoners rest together, they hear not the voice of the oppressor. The small and great are there, and the servant is free from his master." So the Pope is not in hell again. Alright. Habakkuk, Prophet Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 18 reads, "What profiteth the graven image that the maker thereof hath graven it? The molten image and a teacher of lies, and the maker of his work trusteth therein to make dumb idols." Okay. So, the thing that, the Pope wears around his neck is an idol, man. Alright? And the Catholic Church, man, they support the happy gang community. Alright? They're completely against the scriptures. Women, speaking in church, alright? That's out of order. When scripture says that you're supposed to be silent. Alright? Alright? Verse 19, "Woe unto him that saith to the wood, Awake, to the dumb stone, Arise, it shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it. But the Lord Yahweh is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him." That's right. Right? So yeah. So there's no life in these false idols that these people worship whatsoever. Okay? Dead. Deaf and dumb, man. Job chapter 21. Let's go back to Job chapter 21 and verse 8. And it reads, "Their seed," verse 7, "Wherefore do the wicked live, become old, yea, are mighty in power." Right? And of course, we're in the rulership seat, and the ruling wickedness to in power. Alright? They're in their heaven. You see? Verse 8, their seed is established in their sight with them and their offspring before their eyes. Their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of God upon them. Yeah, they're not in trouble like we are, man. Okay, we're in captivity. All right, we're subject to payments. All right. The elites, they don't have to worry about bills and being policed or anything like that. Okay, they're living it up, man. They're living it large. They got everything, all the best resources, everything, man. Okay, no crime in where where they live at, man. You see, it's all good and shandy for them. You see, they rest nice. All right, but, we're constantly, our steps are constantly being hunted. All right, even if we do something that's slightly, bad, it's worse for us than if it even does the exact same thing. All right. So yeah. See, we're in a terrible condition called hell, and he is in his prosperity is heaven. You see, verse 10: their bull gendereth and faileth not, their cow calveth and casteth not her calf. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance. They take the timbrel and harp and rejoice at the sound of the organ. They spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave. So, they live a wealthy and happy and prosperous life. Okay. Yeah, I think they're all, again, happy. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 16. As for the children of adulterers, they shall not come to their perfection, and the seed of unrighteous bed shall be rooted out. For though they live long, these devils live long, man. All right, they got sacrifices, they drink blood. All right, they have all the best health care, Yet shall they be nothing regarded, and their last age shall be without honour. Or if they die quickly, they have no hope, neither comfort in the day of trial. For horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation. PDF file is part of their culture. High-level Satanism, black magic, going up inside children's anuses. Yeah, that's what it entails. All right, got trafficking rings. You see, so all this is coming to the surface. All right, yeah, and horrible is going to be their end. You see, a lot of them live long and they don't even get punished even in the old age. But he did. All right, the pneumonia he had as well. All right, sure it was. Let's see that. Pope Francis typically wears a white zucchetto, a small close-fitting skull cap, as part of his regular papal attire. He may also wear a mitre during a certain liturgical events, and the Cappello and the Cappello Romano, a wide-brimmed hat when outdoors. All right. Okay. You see, let's just see his departure. So yeah, 17th of December 1936, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Died 21st of April 2025, aged 88, Vatican City. Let's go down to the main part. We see it. So the funeral will take place on the 26th of April. All right. Cerebral stroke, followed by irreversible cardiocirculatory collapse. Oh, wow. Yeah. So, yeah. Meanwhile, Klaus Schwab, Cotton Swab of the WEF, steps down as chairman of the WEF. Yeah. All right. So, major moves are happening. All right. So, who will be the last pope now? See? Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.